Hello everybody, I'm Brendan Crowley, President of Wexford County Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Emma Dunphy, CEO of County Wexford Chamber. You're now listening to our County Wexford Chamber Business Podcast.
Today we're going to be talking to Catherine from Irish Country Meats, who are recent winners at the County Wexford Chamber Awards.
So Catherine, you walked away on the night with the Corporate Social Responsibility Award. You might just tell us a little bit about the ethos in your organisation in terms of your products and services.
Well, just to kind of give you an intro into Irish Country Meats, we are a lamb processing company based in Comolan in County Wexford, and that's where our headquarters is, but we also have facilities in Navan and then also facilities in Belgium, which are our exportation hub across Europe. And we're part of the ABP food group, and we're just one member of that team. But to give you an idea of what we do in Comolan, I'd say we're a lamb processing company. So we kind of manufacture lamb products, whether it be carcass, retail, packed, kind of food service products, and then we send them out across Ireland, Europe, into Japan, and hopefully into America very soon, as that market is just open for us.
Great, and God, you're a huge employer up there. You've about 500 staff.
We would have about 500 people employed in Comolan, both directly and indirectly for ourselves there. So we'd obviously have a lot of businesses who work with us within the community who come in to help us do what we do there in Irish Country Meats.
So you're taking in animals from all over the country for processing?
We do, yeah. So we take them in from all over Ireland, and we process about 1.3 million sheep a year between our sites in Comolan and Navan, which will be split kind of 50-50. Most of our supply would obviously be concentrated in the Wexford area, close to our factory, but we do get supply from every county.
And then that meat is sold all over the world, I believe.
All over the world it is, yeah. We sell all across Europe, kind of into Japan at the moment, a new continent for us, or a new area for us, and then into America hopefully very soon. But most of our product is sold out across Europe. Over 70% of our business is export related, and a large part of our business now is a retail packed, kind of our food service packed business. It used to be, if you spoke to me 10 years ago, it was all about a carcass business for us. So trucks come in on a Wednesday, Thursday, we'd load them up as full as we could with carcasses, and they'd go out to kind of France, Germany, places like that. But now we're much more diverse. We supply to 32 countries worldwide, and it is more of a retail food service kind of packed, marinated, portioned product.
So the value added piece is in Ireland now. It's actually in County Wexford.
It is. The value added piece is huge for our business. We opened in 2011 what we call our Lamb Discovery and Innovation Centre, and that whole part of our business was centred about moving into that sphere. It was about creating a brand. Irish Country Meats, we had our Slaney Valley and Irish Country brand before people in the meat industry were doing brands. We decided to brand our product. It was where we decided to centralise and specialise our business. It became really important for us, and it's really grown our business then into this model that it is. Our previous managing director, Joe Hyland, had a really good foresight in that way to bring our business into kind of the 21st century, or into the new world, as we like to say, so that we were able to continue going and continue growing and increasing our business and increasing our employment.
Is it a very competitive business?
It will be, because we're not only competing within the lamb sphere, we're obviously competing for that shelf space on all proteins. So that we want to obviously make sure that our product is in there with the chicken, with the pork, with the beef, and lamb is obviously already a specialised small niche product, so it's hard to get that shelf space when you're trying to fight your corner with all those different proteins.
And you're the organic lamb processor in Ireland then as well?
Yeah, so we're the only licensed organic lamb processor in Ireland. Organics is another part of our business that we like to specialise in, because we like to provide something for everybody. Mm-hmm. So organics is very important to both the producer, the people who produce our product, and then also the people we're selling our product to. I sit on the National Organic Brand Forum Network. It was a group that was set up by the Minister Hackett to increase organic in Ireland, not organic lamb, just all organics. So it's great to be part of that and to increase that organic brand awareness, because Ireland sometimes gets lost in, some people from abroad think everything we do here is organic, but there actually is specialised producers there who are doing very hard work kind of getting that organic product out there. And I believe Ireland has the best product in all products in the world, so it's great to have it.
And just bringing it back to the corporate social responsibility, again, what kind of impact does that have for the local economy?
So kind of for most corporate social responsibility probably diverses into loads of bits and pieces. It's to do with our staff, it's to do with our suppliers, it's to do with what we have going on site, kind of from a biodiversity, environmental side point of view. But what's most important to us is that it means something to somebody. So when we partner with a group, it's because it has a relationship or it means something to someone in our workforce.
Yeah.
So we don't just go out and look to do something with a charity. We like to look at a charity that's helped one of our group members. We've worked with Fakelin before, as we had a member of staff who had a stillbirth. So that was that's why we worked with them. We worked with Aged Cancer Research in Carlow, because that group helped out one of our staff members before. So like I say, we want to make sure that when we are working with these groups, there's a reason behind it. We're not just blindly kind of going out and looking for something, and that's what's important to us. When we're working then, say, on biodiversity, like we're looking to do something again that's in the area, so we're looking at planting trees at the moment, or biodiversity corridors. We worked before on a walkway with one of the local GA pitches. Again, we want people in our locality, and locality is not just County Wexford for us. We're kind of a business that's kind of has different facets of our business all over the place, so it could bring us to Cork or Galway or Meath or anywhere, but that's what we want. We want people to come to us and explain why something's important to them, and then we can get behind them and help them where we can. But from a national level, there's so many different things we're part of. We're obviously part of the Origin Green plan. We were the 12th member company to join that. Origin Green is 10 years on the go kind of at the moment this year, so it's a huge national effort that's been brought through by Bord Bia. Recently, we set up the Plastic Actions Alliance, which was being brought together by 10 like-minded companies like ourselves within the production industry of where we're working on different plastic packaging, different projects. And with that, we're working with Dundalk IT. We're also doing some work at the moment with SETU, the Southeast Technical University. It's a bit of a mouthful. We're trying to get used to calling it that ourselves. I was only up in TUD a few weeks ago as well. So it's working then by working through the colleges, we're working through the graduates, we're working through with our farm suppliers and what they're doing on their farm. We've worked with the Carbon Trust to try and look what the life cycle is of the animal on the farm. Yeah. There's just so many different things. And then with our staff on site, even just up to last Friday, it was great. We had an ice cream fan in, and it was just so nice to get ice cream on a Friday. Yeah. But that facets from mirroring different things. We have a fit club kind of set up where we play soccer in the Astro pitch and Enniscorthy once a month. There's just different things going on all the time. We love to celebrate as well everybody's different like ethnicities and different things that they have. Say we'd have Pancake Tuesday coming up, but in Poland they celebrate the Thursday before of it's called Fat Thursday, which means you just eat these specialised donuts that they make, and we get those in and baked and we have them. So we like to celebrate every part of everybody. Obviously we'd have a lot of staff then who'll be going through Ramadan and then be celebrating at the end of that. So like we just want to make sure that we are including everybody's beliefs, everybody's what they're looking for. So it's all about inclusivity in Irish Country Meats, and it's all about personal as well. So we want to do things that are personal to our staff.
It sounds like there's a hell of a lot more to think about in Irish Country Meats than producing meat. You know, it's like, and people are. I mean, you're a company that appears to pay huge attention to community and people, and I think that's hugely important. But how many? You mentioned that you have a diverse workforce. Are they from many different countries?
I was looking at a report this morning, and there was 23 different countries listed on it from where we had staff from. So it is, lots and lots and lots of different places from all over the world. I'd say Irish is probably one of the minorities of the people who work with us. So like that's obviously it's something that's changed dramatically within our business. So like we do kind of, it's great to have all these different nationalities and meet all these different people and see how they do things and how things are different, but yet the same in every country. And I think that's one of the great things that I found with COVID. As part of COVID, we were part of a national testing regime, so we were tested sometimes on a weekly or bi-weekly process, but I was part of that and I was on the ground doing the physical testing, and I'd probably moved a bit away from knowing all the staff and all the factory staff, but then by doing that I got to know everybody again and the chit chat as they were coming in and how's your this and how's your that kind of like, and it was great to get that personal side of the business back. So as bad as COVID was, did give us as a business a great sense of community, as everybody was just looking out for each other. And the same with the Ukrainian crisis. We'd have some people who worked with us who are from Ukraine, and it was literally one day when they were looking at getting people out, someone came to us like, oh, we have a mother or a sister or a granny or a daughter, and we said, right, okay, find out who you have, bring them to Ireland and we'll find them somewhere to live, or we'll do whatever we can to help you, which we did. And then our parent company have, I think, so far donated 3 million euros to a Ukrainian crisis appeal, but at a local level we're doing that as much as we can as well, because again, it's all about the personal, it's all about the staff, it's all about doing what we can do. So we are, as I say, a lamb processing company, but without these people every day coming into us and giving us the hard work and dedication that they would do, we wouldn't be the business that we are today. So it's so important to us that they feel valued members of our staff.
Yeah, I remember last time I visited on site, Catherine, you even mentioned to me, like, when it comes to the busy season, especially around Easter, like, it's all hands on, no matter what level you're at, you could be down.
Yeah.
From
the managing director all the way down, everybody's in the factory that week. It doesn't matter what you've done up for the weeks coming to that, you're on that factory floor making sure that product gets out to the very best quality and the very high standards that we set all year. Just because it's our busy time doesn't mean that we can let those slip. So it's all hands on deck, and you do just get down and get to it.
And I know you mentioned earlier you export to over 30 markets.
Over 30 markets worldwide, yeah.
But my question is, what's great about having a business in County Wexford?
What's great about business in County Wexford is probably where we are based is great from an export point of view. We're obviously quite close to the Rosslare Europort. We're quite close to Dublin to get out to the port. With all the new roads that have been built as well, like you're up at the airport probably within an hour or so from our business. But it's probably the people of County Wexford too. It's like, these different nationalities come here, but they stay. Like, we have people within our business who are with us now 20 years. So they came to Ireland, arrived in wherever, but like found and made Camolan, Enniscorthy, Gorey their home, their base. And that's because of the great people that were here already and the great services that are provided by the likes of yourselves through training programs or through foreign languages, like different things. So that's just a great sense probably of involvement with people in Wexford. Like everyone, I think it's a real Wexford thing. Everybody always wants to help everybody out. Maybe that's an Irish thing or anything, but I found Wexford girl myself, that's the way we are kind of,
Good. So it sounds like people get a Kate meal of Fáilte and they stay here. They end up making it, setting down. I'm sure lots of those people have children who are now growing up in our communities. So
which is great. And we have people who then have come over, say husbands who've come by themselves, and then hopefully within a year's time they've got everything set up, and their wife and their kids and their mother-in-laws and everybody comes with them, which is great. And they wouldn't be doing that if they weren't happy with the area, if they weren't happy with working where they are.
So what's next for Irish Country Meats?
God, it's hard to know what's next for Irish Country Meats. We're always at something up there. But next for us is obviously keeping our business steady, keep going it the way we are. We're working at the moment, our environmental officer is very concentrated on at the moment. We are developing our new biodiversity corridor on site. We had done a pilot program with planting trees with some of our suppliers. We want to continue to grow that. It will be great. We're going to be working with some schools in September and doing some bits and pieces. And just trying to see other ways that we can include our staff or include anybody we can into our business, because like we do with our farm suppliers pre-COVID, and hopefully we'll start up again soon, as we used to love to bring farmers in and bring them through our factory and then let them see what we do and show them why we want things in a certain way, why we want our 21 kilo lamb, because it has to fit into this packet to go into this company in Germany to fit on their shelf. And I think with anything, if you show somebody the reason behind something, they're going to get involved and they're going to want to do it. Plus then it gives them a great sense of pride. When I know from my own father, who's a sheep farmer, when he goes on holidays, he loves to say, that came from Wexford, that came from my daughter's factory, or that came from there, and he just loves that side of it.
Great. Brilliant. Well, look, we wish you every success for the future and for your new, hopefully, ventures to the States and whatnot. So thanks for joining us this morning, and thanks to everyone for listening to our County Wexford Chamber Business Podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go.